John, a welcome win through to the next round. Give us your thoughts on what you saw from your team.
I'm proud of every one of them. I thought they were fantastic tonight, from the first minute to the last. We have been talked by injuries, and people will raise eyes at the team that was picked because of the age. Very young age, but big hearts. All throughout the pitch, they handle the ball a lot better than them in the game. Created the better chances. Thoroughly deserved to win. I'm not sure, but we've been told by their bench that Jack Nolan's goal was onside. Having said that, we would have been denied the thrilling finish that we got. So, Ross did that earlier on the season at the inside of the post. So we know he's got it in his locker. Absolutely fantastic goal. But young Endo come in, was magnificent. Connor, superb at right back. Dan ran the game, absolutely controlled the game, so did Ben. So I can't fault anybody. I'd like to see Josh Woods' GPS stats tomorrow, because that should be high. And we said to them at half time, we were playing well, we just had to believe in ourselves a bit more, we had to pass it a bit better. We did at times in the second half, still a little bit of improvement on that, but you can't fault the effort, the determination. Pleased that Joe had something to do, and what he did very, very well. And that'll only, that'll only increase his confidence.
Just loads and loads of positives, isn't there? To summarise, just loads of positives. Fantastic goal by Longello to win it, and dramatic fashion, right on the stroke of the whistle. Brilliant strike into the top corner. But like you said, he can do that.
We do. We've got to believe in ourselves. As I said, we've got good players. We can all handle the ball. Great to get Joe Pritchard back on the pitch. Endo a little bit unlucky that he come off, actually, because he was playing ever so well. We've got options there that I know that they'll all fight for the shirt, but I know they'll all fight for the club and for each other. And when you get like that, you can't ask for much more as a manager. Whatever the result there, if they'd have scored last minute, if we'd have lost on pens, you couldn't fault the players tonight. Plays with a determination, a steely determination, and that will to win. We spoke about the Everton game against Chelsea, and Everton won that game, in my opinion, because they wanted it more than Chelsea, and they fed off the fans like we did tonight with our fans, and that's a great recipe for success in football. If you can believe in yourselves, that no matter what the opposition, I said to our players out there, we're out the FA Cup now. Every team we play from now to the end of the season, we're not gonna win, but we should believe we can win. We should believe we will win. If you'd have that, you've got a chance. If you do something about it on the pitch, and you fight for every ball, and you show that steely determination, you've got a great chance. And I'm really, really proud of every one of them tonight, and the fans. By the way, the fans were great tonight.
Well, you know what those youngsters have got in the locker. You see them day in, day out. You work with them. You help to improve them and develop them with the rest of your coaching staff. Now, 1,200 odd people on here tonight have seen what some of those fringe players, it's not an insult to call them fringe players, but some of the developing players that you've been working with, they've seen what they can do as well, and they've seen now what you see.
Well, you've got to remember that was against a good League One side.
They had a stronger starting 11 on paper than you did in terms of what changes they'd made.
Without a doubt. And we've watched Lincoln. We've done our homework, and they're a very, very good side. They attack well, they defend well, they've got good players. We nullified their threats very well tonight. Our defence was magnificent, I thought. And when called upon, the goalkeeper, pulled off a couple of great saves. I think our midfield had the better of their midfield. We got the wrong side of them time and time again, passed it well. Made chances. And unlike we could have scored more. They could have scored because, our keepers made good saves. But when you're up against a team who of their calibre and to turn in that performance, I think our players need or deserve a great deal of credit.
The game got stretched, didn't it, really? As they do, cup ties towards the last 15-20.
It did, and I think both teams didn't fancy the lottery of the pens. One thing you'll say about our lads, you seen it last Tuesday. They'll go right to the death, and you can only applaud them for that. They never know. They never throw the towel in, and that's when you've got a squad that's so young, and they've got that in the locker. It bodes well for the future.
And you're through to the last 16 now. But what this does do, that's 2 clean sheets on the spin. When you're in a patchy run of form, a lot of managers will go back and say, right, okay, let's reset a little bit, close the back door, make sure we're not giving away silly goals, and we can build, from there. Is that something you've consciously thought about in the last couple of weeks?
It's something that we've tried to address. We knew we had to tighten up. Sometimes you get the bounce of the ball that goes against it, and no matter what you do, you're going to concede. But what you've got to keep believing in, if you get your organisation right, and you reset with your organisation, and you're confident that that's the right one, and you've got the right shape, and you've got the right people doing the right jobs, then you can accept that things will go awry now and again. But if you keep resetting back to what you know is a working formula, and you believe in it, you'll make it work.
And the obvious question now is, after these guys have shown up so well tonight, give you a bit of thinking to do for Saturday, doesn't it?
Delighted for it, and that's my job. I should be thinking.
You want them problems, don't you?
I want them to be pushing me all the way. I want players pushing for places. It just means that nobody can be comfortable in the shirt.